You already know the obvious signs. The one-word replies. The canceled plans. The phone always face down. Everyone talks about those signs. And honestly, by the time you notice them, part of you already knows the truth. Your gut figured it out long before your mind was ready to admit it. What nobody talks about are the signs that happen before all of that. The quiet ones. The ones that make you feel crazy. Because nothing looks wrong on the surface, but something underneath feels completely different. Because the truth is, people rarely leave all at once. They leave slowly. Emotionally first. Mentally second. Physically last. And if you miss the early signs, you end up grieving a relationship long after it already started disappearing. So let me give you the words for what you have been feeling. Think back to when things between you actually felt close. They remembered everything. Not just the important things. The tiny things. Your coffee order. The story about your childhood you mentioned once at 1 a.m. The random thing you said 3 weeks ago that even you forgot saying. That is what genuine interest looks like. When someone carries pieces of your life without needing to be reminded. Sign number 1. They stop remembering the small things. At first it barely registers. You repeat stories you already told them. You remind them about things that matter to you. You realize you are the only one keeping track of the emotional details between you. And because forgetting feels harmless, you excuse it. They are just stressed. They have been busy lately. They have a lot going on. Maybe. But here is the uncomfortable truth. People naturally remember what emotionally stays on their mind. And when someone slowly stops carrying the details of your life, sometimes it is because you are slowly taking up less space inside theirs. That is why this hurts more than people admit. Because it does not feel like rejection. It feels like fading. Sign number 2. They stop being curious about you. And this one is dangerously easy to miss. Because technically they still talk to you. They still ask, how was your day? What are you doing? How are you? But something about it feels empty now. Like they are asking out of routine instead of interest. Think about the beginning. They wanted to understand everything about you. One question turned into 5 more questions. Conversations lasted hours because they genuinely wanted to explore your mind. That kind of curiosity is one of the purest forms of emotional attraction. It says you still fascinate me. But when someone starts emotionally drifting away, curiosity disappears before communication does. That is why the conversations start feeling strange. You talk, but nothing meaningful is actually being exchanged. And somehow that emptiness feels lonelier than silence. Because distance does not begin when people stop talking. It begins when they stop feeling emotionally present while talking. Sign number 3. They stop placing you in their future. Not in big ways. Small ways. Before, they would say things like, we should go there someday. You would love that. Next summer we should try that. Tiny sentences. But those tiny sentences revealed something important. Their brain naturally pictured you beside them in what came next. Then one day those sentences quietly disappear. They still talk about the future, the trips, the goals, the life they want to build. But your name slowly vanishes from the picture. And the terrifying part is they might not even notice. Because emotionally, the separation started long before any conversation happens. That is why some breakups feel so confusing. One person just quietly stopped imagining the other person beside them. Sign number 4. They stop rushing to fix the distance between you. Healthy relationships are not relationships without conflict. They are relationships where distance feels uncomfortable to both people. When 2 people genuinely care, tension gets resolved quickly because disconnection feels unbearable. You want to reconnect. You want to fix it. You miss each other even while upset. But when someone starts checking out, something changes. The silence stops bothering them. Arguments stay unresolved. The gap grows wider, and they seem comfortable inside it. You cannot fake emotional urgency. People fight for closeness when closeness still matters. When someone becomes comfortable losing connection with you, something has already shifted. When someone pulls away, your instinct is to chase, to fix, to become easier to love. So you start shrinking yourself. You stop bringing up your needs. You rewrite texts before sending. You become quieter, softer, less demanding. You slowly abandon pieces of yourself hoping it makes them stay. But here is the tragedy. The version of you they fell for was not small. You had opinions, energy, boundaries, a life outside of them. You felt complete before you started begging someone to choose you. The more desperately you hold on to someone drifting away, the more you disappear in the process. That is why chasing almost never works. Because attraction cannot survive where self-respect disappears. The relationship did not end in one moment. No huge fight, no dramatic betrayal, no clean ending, just a slow emotional erosion. Two people who once chose each other every day slowly stopped choosing with the same intensity. One of them first, quietly, and by the time you finally notice, the closeness is already gone. The real question is not are they losing interest. The real question is how much of yourself have you sacrificed trying to stop them from leaving? Because sometimes the saddest part of losing someone is realizing you lost yourself first.